Welcome to Millionaire Coins. Today I will unveiling the Legacy, USA 1-cent coin of 1962. Where we explore the fascinating world of coin collecting. We dive deep into the 1962 Lincoln Center. From its historical background and design to its current value and rarity, we've got everything you need to know about this iconic piece of American currency. So, sit back, relax, and let's discover the story behind the 1962 Lincoln Center. Historical background. The 1962 Lincoln Center was minted during a dynamic era in American history. The early 1960s were marked by significant social and political changes. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum, the Cuban Missile Crisis had recently tested the nerves of the world, and the space race was well underway, with John Glenn becoming the first American to orbit Earth in February 1962. The Lincoln Cent itself was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features the iconic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Design and varieties. The 1962 Lincoln Center continues the design introduced in 1959. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design change in 1959 replaced the previous wheat ears on the reverse. This change was significant as it marked the first major redesign of the cent since its introduction in 1909. The Lincoln Memorial design was chosen to celebrate Lincoln's legacy and has since become a staple of the American penny. Mintage and production details. In 1962, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at the Philadelphia and Denver facilities. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 606 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced around 1.79 billion coins. These high mintage numbers reflect the coin's role as a fundamental part of daily commerce in America. The mint mark, located below the date on the obverse side, distinguishes coins minted in Denver marked D from those minted in Philadelphia, which bear no mint mark. Value and rarity. The value of a 1962 Lincoln Center can vary widely based on its condition, mint mark, and any notable errors. In general, circulated coins are worth a few cents, but uncirculated coins and those with errors can fetch much higher prices. A 1962 Lincoln Center in MS65 condition can be worth around 5 to 10, while a coin with exceptional eye appeal or rare errors can command even higher prices. Error coins, such as doubled dies or repunched mint marks, are particularly sought after by collectors. For example, a 1962 doubled die obverse can be worth significantly more, depending on its condition and the severity of the doubling. Errors and varieties. Collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, and the 1962 Lincoln Center is no exception. Notable errors include doubled dies, where the design elements appear doubled, and repunched mint marks. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value. For example, a 1962 doubled die obverse can command prices ranging from $50 to several $100s, depending on its condition and the prominence of the doubling. Similarly, repunched mint marks, where the mint mark appears to have been struck more than once, are also highly collectible. Recent market trends. The market for 1962 Lincoln cents remains strong, with collectors showing continued interest in both the regular issues and error varieties. Recent auctions have seen high-grade examples and error coins fetching impressive prices. 2000. Over the past decade, prices for high-grade 1962 cents have steadily increased, reflecting their desirability among collectors. As the availability of these coins in top conditions diminishes, their value is likely to continue rising. Recent occasions. Recently, the numismatic community has celebrated various anniversaries and milestones related to the Lincoln cent series. These events have helped to renew interest in coins from the early 1960s, including the 1962 Lincoln Center. Special exhibitions and talks have highlighted the historical significance and collectible value of the 1962 Lincoln Center, drawing both seasoned collectors and newcomers to explore its rich history. Tips for collectors. If you're looking to add a 1962 Lincoln Center to your collection, here are some tips to keep in mind. First, learn to identify any potential errors, such as doubled dies or repunched mint marks. Second, consider the coin's grade. Higher grade coins are more valuable. Investing in a good magnifying glass and coin grading guide can be invaluable. Also, remember to store your coins properly to preserve their condition. Airtight holders and a stable environment can prevent damage and maintain their value. The 1962 Lincoln Center is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its potential for valuable errors, high mintage, and historical context make it a must-have for collectors. Now unlocking the secrets of the 1963 US 1 center coin. Coin enthusiasts. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1963 Lincoln Center. We'll explore its historical background, assess its rarity and value, and discuss some recent highlights in the coin collecting community. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, stay tuned for an in-depth look at this iconic coin. Historical background. The year 1963 was a significant period in American history, marked by profound social and political changes. John F. Kennedy was the President of the United States, and his administration was known for its efforts to advance civil rights and space exploration. Tragically, 1963 is also remembered for the assassination of President Kennedy in Dallas, Texas, an event that shook the nation and the world. The 1963 Lincoln Center continued the tradition of honoring Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The Lincoln Cent, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Lincoln's 100th birthday, features his profile on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse, from 1959 to 2008, featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, symbolizing the nation's respect and admiration for Lincoln. Design and varieties. The design of the 1963 Lincoln Center remains consistent with previous years. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's portrait, complete with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1963 to the right. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum." The words 1 cent are prominently displayed below the memorial. This design was intended not only to honor Lincoln but also to serve as a reminder of the nation's unity and resilience. Mintage and production. In 1963, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities. Coins minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those minted in Denver feature a D mint mark. In total, the U.S. Mint produced over 754 million Lincoln cents in Philadelphia and 1.8 billion in Denver in 1963. Despite the large mintage, these coins still hold significant value for collectors, especially in higher grades and with certain varieties. Value and rarity. When it comes to the value of the 1963 Lincoln Center, condition and rarity are key factors. Circulated coins generally hold modest value, often worth their face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, especially those in higher grades, can be significantly more valuable. A 1963 Lincoln Center in Mint State, Mississippi condition can fetch a higher price, particularly if it's graded MS65 or above by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These coins can range in value from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on their condition and eye appeal, errors and varieties. Collectors also prize error coins, which can substantially increase the value of a 1963 Lincoln Center. Some notable errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks RPMS, and off-center strikes. These errors are often sought after for their uniqueness and rarity. For example, a 1963 doubled die obverse can be worth significantly more than a regular 1963 cent, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Historical significance. The 1963 Lincoln Center also holds historical significance. It was minted during a pivotal time in American history, marked by the ongoing civil rights movement and significant social and economic changes. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was on the horizon, aiming to ensure equal rights and opportunities for all Americans. This coin, therefore, not only represents a piece of numismatic history but also a token of the broader societal changes occurring in the United States during the mid-20th century. Recent occasions. In recent years, the 1963 Lincoln Center has continued to capture the interest of collectors. Notable auctions have featured high-grade specimens fetching impressive prices $3,000. At major coin conventions, collectors often share stories and showcase their prized 1963 cents, highlighting the ongoing passion for this coin. For instance, a 1963 Lincoln Center graded MS67 read by PCGS recently sold for several $100s at auction, demonstrating the enduring value and desirability of this coin among collectors. Coin collecting tips. For those looking to add a 1963 Lincoln Center to their collection, here are a few tips. First, always consider the coin's condition. Higher grade coins are more valuable and appealing. Look for coins with minimal wear, strong strikes, and attractive luster. Second, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service. Grading can authenticate the coin's condition and significantly enhance its value. Finally, keep an eye out for error coins. These rarities can be a valuable addition to any collection. The 1963 Lincoln Center is a remarkable coin with a rich history and significant value for collectors. Its widespread mintage, coupled with the historical context of its production, makes it a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Let's discovering the 1964 Lincoln Center, value, rarity, historical background, and recent highlights. Fellow coin enthusiasts, we are taking an in-depth look at the 1964 Lincoln Center. We'll explore its historical background, assess its rarity and value, and discuss some recent highlights in the world of coin collecting. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, stay tuned for a comprehensive look at this iconic coin. Historical background. The year 1964 was a significant period in American history. It marked the beginning of Lyndon B. Johnson's presidency following the tragic assassination of John F. Kennedy in late 1963. Johnson spearheaded a series of landmark legislative measures known as the Great Society, aimed at eliminating poverty and racial injustice. The 1964 Lincoln Center part of the series first minted in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's centennial, continued to honor one of America's most revered presidents. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's iconic profile, while the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. Design and varieties. The 1964 Lincoln Center maintains the classic design that collectors have come to admire. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's portrait, complete with the inscription "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1964 to the right. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum." The words 1 cent are prominently displayed below the memorial. This design not only honors Lincoln but also symbolizes the unity and resilience of the nation. Mintage and production details. In 1964, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at both the Philadelphia and Denver facilities. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 2.65 billion coins, while the Denver Mint produced around 3.8 billion coins. These staggering numbers reflect the cent's essential role in everyday transactions during that period. The mint mark, located below the date on the obverse side, identifies coins minted in Denver with a D and those minted in Philadelphia, which bear no mint mark. Collectors often seek out coins from both mints to complete their sets. Value and rarity. When assessing the value of the 1964 Lincoln Center, condition and rarity are key factors. Circulated coins generally hold a modest value, often only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, uncirculated coins, especially those in higher grades, can be significantly more valuable. A 1964 Lincoln Center in Mint State, Mississippi condition can fetch a higher price, $200, especially if it's graded MS65 or above by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These coins can range in value from a few dollars to several $100s, depending on their condition and eye appeal. Errors and varieties. Collectors also prize error coins, which can substantially increase the value of a 1964 Lincoln Center. Some notable errors include doubled dies, repunched mint marks RPMS, and off-center strikes. These errors are often sought after for their uniqueness and rarity. For example, a 1964 doubled die obverse can be worth significantly more than a regular 1964 cent, depending on the severity of the doubling and the coin's overall condition. Historical significance. The 1964 Lincoln Center also holds historical significance. It was minted during a transformative time in American history. The civil rights movement was in full swing, culminating in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, a landmark piece of legislation that aimed to end segregation and discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. This coin, therefore, not only represents a piece of numismatic history but also a token of the broader societal changes occurring in the United States during the mid-20th century. Recent occasions. In recent years, the 1964 Lincoln Center has continued to capture the interest of collectors. Notable auctions have featured high-grade specimens fetching impressive prices. At major coin conventions, collectors often share stories and showcase their prized 1964 cents, highlighting the ongoing passion for this coin. For instance, a 1964 Lincoln Center graded MS67 read by PCGS recently sold for several $100s at auction, demonstrating the enduring value and desirability of this coin among collectors. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1964 Lincoln Center is a remarkable coin with a rich history and significant value for collectors. Its widespread mintage, coupled with the historical context of its production, makes it a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Whether you're looking to add one to your collection or simply interested in the stories behind these coins, the 1964 Lincoln Center offers a wealth of history and potential value. Thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos on coin collecting. Happy hunting, and may your next find be a treasure.